So
That may not make no sense, but I would give it a chance because of the art style.
Like I've been trying it. It says fog, hill, and 5 elements.
What was the I just seemed so low.
Huh?
Oh, we weren't really talking.
Yeah.
What was the thing on Netflix? The animations, but it was like different skits.
Oh, Love Robot. No.
Death,
Love Robots. Yeah.
Death of Robots. I'm ready for that shit to come back out.
Sex dolls. Confess something. Don't cut that out.
Yes, I'm ready for that to come back. But what I've been preaching for years is that Bungie, now that they own Destiny, they should do something like that with Destiny for like the old stories that you always, people speak about.
Yeah,
would be
like in
cool.
that would be cool.
Because Halo did it. Remember, Halo had those little minis.
Oh yeah,
they did do. But now with the new production and money, like they can make some dope shit. And then plus with who would not want to see Cade's old fighting shit? Like that would be badass. Like, yeah, this gunslinger just joined the academy today. He's a tough one out there, and he's just a loose one.
yeah, that's
like those
like
would
the
be
first
cool.
fight. That the Battle of Twilight Gap. They always talk about a bunch of stuff in Destiny. Like I would love to just make it like a Netflix. Like, hey, you're your own company now. Try it. What's the worst you can do?
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Well, let me tell you this though. But out of all that, I have started Attack on Titan.
You have the worst starts ever.
They're
so forced. Reel it back. It's okay. We can ease into it.
Yeah.
Every time. You what?
I said no problem at all. But how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
What do you feel? What do you feel? Tell the truth.
All right. So we've been on break. Me and Tamon have gotten right back into Attack on Titan. We told you, we knew you weren't a fan of what you've seen. So we said, hey, check it out. You have watched it. Yeah. So where are you at?
I think so far right now, I like the concept of it. Mm-hmm. It's cool. I don't like certain aspects of it, but I do like right now. I do like the concept of where they're at and what is going on.
And what's that concept? What you've seen?
Yeah, the concept of pretty much having big ass giants trying to attack. Yeah, like big ass human giants. Yeah.
Which giants though?
Well, he's talking about he's
just the normal. Just your normal giants. Okay. So you have your normal giants, and then you have your titans, but these giants that are trying to attack
and eat these humans.
Yeah, like this pretty much almost maze built population. Mm-hmm. So as going through the first season, hearing people in the anime itself going like, these walls were built here by God, or where did these walls come from?
Religious,
yeah, it's like
cult. It's a cult. You can say it.
Oh,
it's not a religious cult.
They're a religious cult. If anything,
So when I'm hearing this, I'm like, well, if nobody knows the truth of it, there's obviously like they were put here for some fucking reason, and it's because the more likely these giants. And as I will watch the season, you can see now you have these titans, which are more like transform, like a mutant ability of that giant, I guess the best way to put it. They are able to transform themselves, and
because you've seen a few special ones,
yeah.
Right?
So then you're like, oh, okay, there's some shit going down here,
yeah.
But when these giants, when they run after you, and then they start just crawling and then just flopping around everywhere, I'm just like, nah, get out of here. I don't like your short body, big head, wide eyes,
baby body.
Like, I don't like that. Like, it's
that's an aspect of the show that you don't.
Yeah,
like.
But it's
you
like.
don't think it's funny? I thought it was humorous. They look like grown toddlers going.
No, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all because it's like
we're so used to in everything that we've seen, anything big either moves really slow or super fast.
well, it's not that for it. I think the main thing of it is that you have at one point this female titan getting attacked in the forest, and you have these titans that are just ignoring everything, and all of a sudden they just switch and start running like what they know what they're gonna do to defeat this bitch. And then you have some that are just running around doing that stupidly, and you're like, okay, well, you can't run the same way if you're gonna be serious, and then just when you're fucking just trying to eat people.
Yeah,
it just upsets me.
Well, you're not at that point where it explains.
That's why I wanted
exactly what you're talking about.
That's why I wanted him to go first, because I'm 100% sure he doesn't care if we spoil it.
Yeah,
for him.
So, but I think also like, and then it was just that, but as the animation wise, like it's good. I like it. The two things I dislike from the picture wise of it is that I think they do too many still frame shots where the voiceovers talk too much. Like where the scene is ending and then they just pause it. Like
it's like a zoom in.
Yeah, and then their face and then it just zooms out. But you have three people still talking in conversation for like 5 to 10 seconds. I'm like, no, just finish it out. Like, don't do it every episode.
I get what you're saying.
Like, and just
It's
like
they drag it along. And it's like
that, and then also there was the title transition scenes where it's like, here's this episode, but it's like super dark and like black, and then just like eerie type shit. And then you get there and it's like,
just normal.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get that feeling of it. It is a dark thing because you have these entities attacking the place and killing people, and that sucks. That's dark. But it's not like murderous dark where that transcript would prescribe to it, where like there's people murdering. Oh, fuck, next scene.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that. But other than that, though, I mean, so far, the plot of it, I think, has been good so far. I do like Captain Levi. Yeah, Captain Levi. I think he's cool. Mikasa's super cool. Yeah. Because they're just like, she's definitely not. She has the same haircut as Armin.
Oh my god, bro. Just let me have this one. Fuck. I love her.
She has the same haircut as Armin.
She's a fucking badass, bro. She wears that fucking red fucking scarf around. They're fucking non-emotional ass. And me and her just click. Every time I see her on screen, I'm like, oh, babe, what's wrong? Yo, let's go kill some titans. Let's get this. She's amazing. Levi's a douchebag. Okay? I said it. My girl,
I was about to say, a bunch of women love Levi. All 5'3" of them.
Yeah, but to me, like her as you didn't like her as a character. You didn't like her just
who?
Mikasa.
No, I do like her. I'm just saying for you, like liking her, she has the same haircut as Armin. Her and Armin go to the same barber, and they say, "Cut my hair the same way," except for dye his hair blonde.
Well, I mean, damn near everybody's hair fucking looks
pretty much.
You're either blonde or short hair brunette or short hair brown. Like you're like, you know, a couple blonde haired boys, a couple blonde haired chicks. There's no diversity really in this village.
You were gonna say that.
Let's be honest. I mean, the darkest thing we got in here are these titans. I don't even know if they're black because their skin's all red dog. The other one looks all weird. I mean, I don't even know. So, but I think you'll like it.
I just, like you said in here, these people killing these titans. What doesn't make sense to me is like what I've seen in some is like they're shooting their zip lines through the city, and you gotta say you're going pretty fucking fast. You're like Spider-Man, but a little bit faster because you got a little bit more torque in your shit. So you're swinging about a good fucking 80 to 100 miles an hour. You gotta estimate that. And now when you don't land on your fucking feet on a roof, you're dead. Your hips are broken, your spine's broken, your legs are broken. I understand it's an anime world, blah, blah, blah. But these people are just getting killed when a titan picks them up and squishes them. They should die when they don't know how to fucking correct their foot. when using their zipline shit. That's why they practice before getting in the military.
There you go. I was wondering if you could touch base on that.
So it's like, when you miss your shit after you're in the military, you're dead. That's the whole point of training before you get into the military. And I see a lot of that happening. And then ziplining in through a window, you're dead. Your neck's broken. The Titan's gonna punch through there. You're already dead. It's just gonna have a free snack.
Your neck's broken. You're dead. There's nothing you can do. He's so realistic about it.
Yeah, now
he's so in depth realistic about it. Like
nitty gritty of it.
This one anime, he's being so like you realistically can't, zip line.
But yet he's all about an anime where the
How
kids
can you-
have all these superpowers.
It has no powers. I won't watch it because it doesn't have powers. Okay.
It's just normal life. I don't want to watch a reality TV anime of normal life. It's and it's boys volleyball, like gay.
So to rewind it back a little bit, Attack on Titan is an anime where at the very beginning there's these giant humanoid creatures. They're humanoid creatures. They're eating people. There's 3 main walls, and basically the further out, the poorer basically that you are. Correct. More taken care of, more resources and stuff.
I don't know. Do you know the names of the villages?
Not off the top of my head.
Definitely got a Bleach vibe on that.
Mia,
because of the
or
different
Wall
villages.
Rose, Wall Maria, and then there's another one.
Sheila.
But
Silva.
all of a sudden, I think that's it actually. So the one wall breaks through, these Titans come in, mankind basically has to abandon that little area. That we have our main character. He gets eaten, which I was like, oh shit, he gets eaten.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off.
I know, that's what threw me off.
This is the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He gets his leg chopped off first. Then he tries to save his friend. He saves his friend. He self-sacrifices. Gets eaten.
Because this kid saw his mother getting eaten by this Titan, and you see the determination. He's on a warpath. He wants to destroy all Titans.
Yeah.
Like, they're all dead to him. These Titans, there's only one way to kill them, and it's by cutting a specific part of the neck. You got to hit it right there. That's why they train in these vertical movement type deals like you were talking about. Mm-hmm. In this world, it's like old timing, what would you say, 18, 16, 1700s? Like, there's not...
Yeah.
Technology's not really there.
Yeah, no.
But it's like
it's right before the light bulb. Let's just put it that way. That's
pretty
where it's
much,
at.
yeah.
It's right before electricity.
That's a good,
concept of
where it's at. So these people, they're trying to train to fight these Titans. They want to take back the walls. They want to get back their land back. There's a big wall. They don't know anything beyond that. Mm-hmm. So it's all foreign to them. Well, all of a sudden, when you're going through this training and seeing the best people, like, oh, I want to be military police, oh, I want the easy life. You start to wonder, like, why are the best people going away from the fighting? Mm-hmm. And then when you legit see the best people, like Levi, these dudes are the Survey Corps. They're the ones going out and seeing everything. So that's where our main characters decide to go.
Yeah, the Survey Corps would literally, in the first couple episodes, they went out and came back
defeated.
There was half the team. They were carrying people, and Aaron, the main character, is like, that's what I want to do. I want to do this.
He wants to kill Titan.
The scouts.
He
Scouts,
wants, yeah. He literally wants to destroy all the Titans. So, to me, it took me a minute to get like, okay, like what were they doing out there? Because I'm like, okay, to me, I thought like, oh, they're just going out just to make sure there's nothing going on. But they were like going out and like killing Titans. So.
Yeah. And you see the main character become a Titan. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, here's this cool looking Titan. He's punching green eyes. He's punching other Titans, killing them. And at the very beginning, you're like, okay, so there's something special about this kid. You're looking at the kid being special, not so much as there's a big difference in Titans. Because at that point, you've seen a Colossal Titan, which is the tallest out there.
Yeah.
And you see an Armored Titan that's like a walking tank. And then you see all the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. The smaller ones, they're basic Titans.
He's a Goliath Titan, right?
No, Armor Titan.
Armor Titan.
Titan, Colossal Titan.
Who's the Goliath then?
There's no Goliath.
Where am I getting that from? No. All right, continue.
But there are big, taller ones. They call them advanced, and they're the ones that show some signs of like intelligence. Because all they want to do is kill people. They don't have to eat them for nutrients. They just want to kill people. They don't move around at night. You know, they only move around in the day. So it's not even like predator and prey, but yet these things put humans at the bottom of the fucking food chain, you know? So you're starting to wonder, okay, maybe there's more to these Titans. Then you come across a female Titan, which you've seen, right?
Yeah.
She's completely murdering these soldiers, and whenever they try to kill her, she covers the back of her neck. So immediately you're like, okay, she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And that changes the game. It's not just humans versus Titans. You see Eren, which is the main character, and you're seeing this chick just beat the shit out of the scouts. Yeah. She's killing them mercilessly.
In that scene, she is
like squishing, stomping into the trees. Like
she knows all. She
knows all the moves.
All the movements that she's like seeing all their movements happen, and she is just easily counterattacking them.
Well, let's be honest. That spread formation never works. It never works. The spread formation never works.
It was a decoy. It was the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
But it never works. I mean, come on. At some point, you gotta go to the board and go, this is not working. Let's do something else. Because to me, she felt when I saw that scene, for me,
she was very.
It was an eye opener.
Exactly.
Like, they actually have brains. Whereas the character, the scenes that you have seen, they've just been kind of like brainless. They don't really react.
Eren's the only one that's shown some type of intelligence, but he had no control over it.
Yeah, and he was just kind of like,
when the Armor Titan attacked, to me, so when the big Titan first attacked, when it first kicked the wall, and disappeared, I didn't still see like really much intelligence. I was just like, okay, he kicked the wall, he walked away. Here you go. But when the Armor Titan attacked and broke through the wall easily, and then just stopped, and then didn't do this other one, then that's when I knew, okay, these Titans actually have some intelligence. Because you see these humanoids at first, and none of them actually know how to run in an actual like formation, like formal formation. And then when you see this female Titan show up, she's already full sprint. Like, so you're already like, okay, she's gonna do something to us. Let's not stop and fight her. And then you just have people that try to help, and that doesn't work out.
And she's killing these people. She gets one of the guys who has a hood over. She looks at him. So immediately you're like, okay, she's looking for somebody. She's looking for Eren, because Eren's this other Titan. There's something about him that they want.
Yeah.
So the little blonde kid, Armin, super smart. The white purple towel, but he's smart. He's starting to see these things, and of course, there's a leader of the group that's seeing this stuff too. So they're two brains, you know, two people on the same side of the coin. So here, finally, Eren shows up, and he's gonna fight this Titan. The Titan whoops his ass, and like kicks his jaw off.
Yeah.
She rips his body off and takes him out.
And bites, exactly, takes him out. So you're like, okay, they're trying to capture this kid. What's so special about... We kind of know there's something special about him. Now you know, like, in the world there's something special about him. So that goes on. And through it all, they finally get him back. And while he's fighting her again, he realizes, oh, this chick's, fighting style is just like one of our classmates.
Yeah, because he was going to say her name as he was fighting, then his head got kicked off.
Right.
And you're like, oh, man.
And he forgot it, and when his head got kicked off, he forgot whatever happened, but they reminded him. So you see a flashback of her fighting, and, she does the style that she's shown as a human, so you know who it is. Everybody knows who it is. and they're trying to stop her, and she's trying to leave at that point. Now she's trying to climb the wall, get away, because she knows her cover's blown.
Yeah, because she's nearly been in the midst of everybody for a while.
And our main female goes all badass, and she has a straight murderous look in her eyes. That's why, like, I get where you're saying, like,
she was already badass.
Yeah.
From the first fucking episode, she was
not afraid.
badass. And then when she went to the military, it was just like, bro, like
She's
felt
top
like,
tier.
I felt like
top tier cadet.
Yeah,
I think-
she was gonna be,
I think when-
be a Titan assassin.
I
bro.
think the first time it showed her badassness, or not showed it, but like you knew she was badass, is when she was defending Eren. When all the military is surrounding him in the first season, at the first like couple episodes,
Yeah.
and they're like aiming their guns at him,
And she's ready
and
to take them all.
yeah, she's like, I will take all of you on before you fucking like do that. And then the
soldiers are like, yeah, she will.
somebody behind him was like, yeah, she'll take 100 people out, like for sure, like yeah, don't do it. And he's like, oh fuck. And, yeah.
He's freaking out because a Titan inside freaks out the world. Eren gets captured.
Yep.
They rescue him, and before they can even kill or capture, the fuck's her name? Annie. She gets a crystal around her. So you're like, what the fuck? She's encased in a
nice.
crystal.
And then after that, you fucking find out in the fucking wall itself, there's
a
frozen Titans in
Right.
the wall. And then the king's like, yo, we have to cover this up. I don't know if it was
No,
Gideon
it was
Scientist.
no. It was a religious dude.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a.
He
yeah.
knows he started.
He said you can't let the sun get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little core group, whatever the fuck they are. And he was just like, you can't, because they'll thaw out. If they thaw out and they'll come alive, well, fuck, man. That shit right there. Is that what you were talking about the other day? When you were like, oh, that's the mind blower? Because there's like 10 other after that.
No. I was waiting. I'm still waiting for the like.
Yeah, he's
betrayal,
waiting. He
which
was
is-
waiting for Annie's exposure. He
No,
didn't-
I wasn't. Yeah, that didn't really surprise me. I'm waiting like to see like Erwin or somebody pop out and still be like,
blew my mind because I was like, what the fuck? Because once I knew that there was more, I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking, oh, it's in my brain, I'm still thinking it's another race. They're another race of people that are giants, and these ones that are colossal, they're smart and stuff like that, they're the kings, they're all that stuff.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it's building up to. And then I'm like, fuck no. Fuck no. It's not that at all. This has got to be something
So-
else. Especially with someone in the fucking village with you. Come to find out this bitch was going out tight.
And now we're
There's
getting
more!
to the stuff you haven't seen. The armor titan is
The dude, big dude, blonde hair.
big dude, blonde hair.
He's in the military with partner with
Hans.
the other guy. He has a partner.
What'd you say?
Hans,
No.
not the first one that saved Aaron.
No.
Not the first
Oh, you're
one.
talking about the other one.
That's the
yeah,
classmate.
the one that has his
you got your
buddy
phone?
with him. Yes.
And Berthold is the colossal titan. So the taller dude, real quiet, he's the colossal titan. And as soon as you find out, I'm gonna remember his name. He's the armor titan. Fuck, what is his name? So he's the armor titan and the colossal titan. So these two dudes have been in the same class with Eren this whole time. They're not a part of this community. Oh, Reiner. There you go. Reiner. Thank you. Reiner is the armor titan.
Public school. What can you do? Public school. You know.
Reiner's the armor titan, and he's the female titan, and Bertholdt is the colossal titan.
The scene that they do it fucking in, is fucking epic because literally they just like getting back. They're on top of a building and he fucking just flats out just fucking tells them. They're like walking off and he fucking tells them.
They're on one of the walls, and at this point, Reiner, he's talking to Eren,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, he flat out says, I'm the armor titan," and Eren's like, "Oh, you're joking," and Bertholdt behind, he's real soft spoken. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "We just need you to come with us. We gotta go to our homeland. Come with us." And Eren doesn't want to believe it. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, he didn't want to believe Annie was still the time when she like still transformed.
I'll get into him in a bit, but at that point,
Erwin?
Mikasa, no. Well, Erwin's there. Like,
Yeah.
they're all there. They're all on the top.
Mikasa's up there with them. They're all
Mikasa starts to notice something. So they start to transform, and she tries to straight up fucking kill them.
She tries to murder them both because he tells them, he explains who they are. He explains the plan that they had together. He explains that they want to kill all people. Pretty much they want to
kill people. They want to exterminate people.
And they're like, hey, Eren, join us. And she's nearly like helping him get up. And she's like, wait.
She puts a blade through his throat.
Yeah. Like it's a very, very intense scene.
So
that's not even all of it yet.
No, Eren and Reiner fall down. Then they fight. The Armor Titan and Eren's Attack Titan. You can clearly tell everyone else understands their Titan powers. These are legit powers. Eren still doesn't understand them, but he's quick to learn. So these two are fighting, and the Armor Titan just no attacks are penetrating. The humans can't attack him because he is legit armor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as they're fighting, Eren's flashbacking to training, and he's remembering the girl that is the female Titan, how she could beat him. She could beat him in fights like Reiner. Annie could beat Reiner. So he starts doing some of her moves, and like you're looking at judo grabs and stuff, and like he starts putting force, and all the armor starts to fucking crack. So he starts to get the upper hand. At this point, they know, okay, we have to fight each other. We have to capture the Armor Titan and the Colossal Titan as humans, but they can't, obviously, because they're transformed.
The Colossal Titan transforms like inside.
He's
inside.
on the fucking
he's
the wall
in the building, just like huge.
And they can't get close to him because anytime they shoot their vertical gear, the steam coming off of him just flies off. They can't even connect to him.
He's so fucking high.
So they're trying to figure out some way of doing something. Like, everyone's kind of kept at bay. Well, Eren is getting the upper hand on the Armor Titan, which shouldn't make sense. Well, when this is happening and he's like breaking armor on him and the Armor Titan's like starting to freak out, the big Colossal Titan, in a move to save his friend, just falls off the wall, goes straight down with his mouth open, and he falls. They capture Eren, and when they come back to human forms, his arms or legs are gone. Of course, Titans can regenerate their bodies. Mm-hmm. We'll come to find out, you can get your head blown off completely and still live if you put your conscience through the rest of your body, because they do that to Reiner. At a certain point, they start fighting, like they are coming up with a plan, and they come up with new weapons to fight these Titans. Yeah. And it's missiles, basically. It's a missile that goes in, explodes, and they blow his mouth open to get to him because they're trying to get to him back here. And he has nothing from here up. All gone. You think he's dead. And no, he's still alive. Well, he says himself, oh, it's a good thing I moved my conscience through the rest of my body so I could live. So there's a lot of powers in these Titans. You still don't know why these 2 or 3 people are trying to get Eren to go away and take him to wherever he is.
Because as his unique Titan power, which he hasn't even got to that point yet, they need it in order to kill everybody. And then also because his power controls other Titans.
And that's where
a
it's
big fucking thing.
That's where it gets very interesting, because Eren has 2 Titans abilities in him.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that. And as you go on, you find out that he had to eat his dad to get the founding Titan power, and that's the one that controls all the Titans. Oh, excuse me.
That's his dad.
His dad's been a part of this game for a long time.
The one that stuck him with the needle?
Yes.
He's been fucking.
So
dad's an anime, right?
Yeah.
You can't depend on him.
So he comes across the Titan that eats his mom. And at this point, they're losing. Like, his people are losing. The Armor Titan's killing people. There's this new short Titan that she was another soldier that decides, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going with them. So she defects She becomes a traitor, and she's with these people. All these Titans are around.
Oh, what's her name? The one she's like little.
Yeah, she's a little bitty one. They call her the Mouth Titan.
Yeah, because she to me to me I thought she was gonna be like everybody else was, but she wasn't. But the way that she defended the daughter of the Rice family, I felt was why she turned.
It kind of makes sense. So all these Titans there's pure chaos is going on.
Yeah.
Aaron sees the Titan that ate his mom, and at this point, like, he's starting to lose it. He's like freaking out. He's laughing, and this Titan's getting closer to him and Mikasa, and he's just flipping out, and like he goes to throw a punch, and he touches the Titan. It stops, and then all of a sudden, all the Titans look at this chick, and they fucking eat her. All the Titans turn to her and completely eat her. And Reiner, he's like, out of all the people, why did he have to get that power? So you can tell they know something we don't. You as a viewer,
no fucking idea. And it's
exactly
too, because she's on the ground and the Titan comes up and he's not even in a
no, he's
just normal.
He's a normal
and he
human.
comes up and he just and the whole hand just stops and it's just like
and all these Titans,
a horde of Titans just come up and just devour it.
They devour the chick, and then they start going after Reiner. So Reiner has to run away.
Yeah.
He's covering his neck. He has his friends right there with him. And he has the chick that defected right there with them as well. And they're running, then he's saying, why did it have to be him? Why did it have to be him? Because at every major point, Aaron, this kid, he's like, I will fucking kill these Titans. Like, you can see the anger in his face.
He goes on mini rants.
He goes on mini rants, yeah.
About how he wants to kill them, how his obsession, how he just, to me, I feel like he goes on every single season. Even season 3, he still has many rants.
So when this chaos is going on, you see one Titan that's walking, looks like a giant abominable snowman, or Yeti, whatever you want to call him. Long arms, built real weird. He turns to the people and starts talking. You're like, what the fuck? He's talking to him. Like, he completely made all the Titans stop attacking, and he's talking to him. He takes their vertical gear. He's like, oh, this is interesting. He crushes it. And as he's walking away, he tells the other Titans, oh, you can continue. Then they go back for the kill. Like, that starts to freak you out. You're like,
he leans down.
Yeah, he leans down to their level.
Them, and then gets back up. And then starts
bigger
walking,
than all of them, but the Colossal Titan.
Yeah.
Colossal Titan's the biggest.
But at that point in time, and that's not even getting to the other extra stuff that goes in Titans. We're not even. There's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
to this story.
They're trying to get to Aaron's basement because Aaron's dad told him,
gave him that key.
He's like, one day I'll take you down to the basement and you'll learn everything you need to know about what's going on. So that tells you, okay, his dad might have known something. So that's why they get attacked by all this, and because they're out in the open.
Yeah.
All this shit's going down. This big old monkey gorilla Titan's kind of overlooking it all. He's learning. They get into the basement. They open it up. And granted, like you said, it was right before the light. Right? Mm-hmm. So they open this drawer. They can't find nothing. They're looking around, find a secret compartment, pull it up, and boom. There's a photograph right there. Not a drawing like how it's been. It's a straight up photograph. Mm-hmm. And on the back, it's a letter from Aaron's dad saying, outside the walls is a completely different world.
Yeah.
Cut to a fucking blimp going on, and there's people, and I think they have cars.
Yeah,
they have cars.
There's a whole other, literally civilization.
Civilization, yeah.
Across the ocean.
Right.
Had continued on.
Right.
So they finally find that whole thing out. His dad explains it. Then you get deeper into
there's books, and they take the books back. They start reading them.
Yeah, and they're going through all the information as much as they can, and then I think after that, I'm not sure, because I think after that I kind of cut out. I nearly just watched it today, and I think what happened
because they cut to the city and they show what's going on. So the best crudest way to describe it is that the people we've been following this whole time, you can kind of look at them as like maybe Jews or I guess Jews would be the best, analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Race of people that are on an island.
They went to camp. They pretty much went to camp. They went to a pretty.
So like Mikasa and Levi, they're part of a different race or family or whatever. So these people on this town that you see hate anyone with that bloodline. So they're basically like, I hate any Jew. If you were like to dumb it down, I hate every Jew. And the Jews that we have here, they have these armbands, so they're Jews. They don't get all the freedoms. But guess what? They're here because we need them. Why do we need them? If you inject the spinal fluid of a Titan into only them, they become Titans. Yeah. So all these people that you've seen, all these Titans that you've seen running around, they were at one point these, quotation mark Jews or whatever, however you want to look at them, that they're using as weapons.
So they were like failed.
No, not even that.
They're
so
not.
if you broke the law, they would take you to the wall, inject you with the spinal fluid, throw you down, and have at it. You turn into a Titan and have at it.
This is the only thing too, because in that family, you find out that what's the first name of the girl? The little blonde girl that's with the Titan girl we were talking about. She's royalty.
Yeah, she's royalty.
She is royalty. The
and
Rice family is royalty.
Yeah.
She finds her dad. She finds her dad after that.
So if she had Aaron's power, she could, without any problem, control all the Titans, and she could make everyone forget whatever they're thinking, and she can implant, memories into them. Not just the race, everybody.
Because that's what their family did. That's how they were able to forget about where they came from and how they got there and everything like that, because their family erased, and then they just continued on, and they told them the Titans are bad. But at the same fucking time, the same fucking people were out there creating Titans and then coming back. So that was the mind blower for me.
Aaron's dad lived in this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was taught his whole life that Eldians are bad. They're, they call them the devil. Well, he was a smart guy. He started looking more into stuff and saying, hey, the history doesn't match up. And he joined a revolution. And they're like going to try to bring back the Eldians, show people that the Eldians weren't bad. And there was someone on the inside helping them out. And the big old gorilla Titan is his son. Yeah. It's his firstborn. And whenever they came to say, hey, who are the traitors? The little boy pointed at his mom and dad and said, they're the bad guys. They're the traitors. The kids are so brainwashed that all these people are the enemy. They're the devil. That's why whenever you see the Armor Titan start to grow feelings toward these people, he's very conflicted, because in his mind, they're devils. They're the worst, but he's becoming friends with them. So he kind of hates himself for it. So that's why he told Aaron, hey, I'm the Armor Titan. He can't separate anything now at that point.
He just flat out says it, because what's his name was walking away. Everybody's in this scene. He's the only one standing there. Aaron's walking, and Aaron didn't care, and everyone's kind of at the end of the scene, and he just found out I'm the Armor Titan, and it just kind of he's like, no, yeah.
So Aaron's dad, his first wife, she was one of the royal bloodline. She could have the founding Titan and have its full potential. The very first founding Titan holder, she basically, kind of like Naruto, split herself into these different families, and each family had a different Titan. Mm-hmm. Well, only the founding Titan can control them all with no question. Well, the holders of that power, the memories get passed on for every Titan. You can only be a Titan for so long. I think it's 13 years. Regardless, I can't remember the exact number. If I have it and I eat you and you become the next, Armor Titan, you're gonna have my memories, and then you'll have Marcus's memories, who I ate to get.
Okay, level for one's powers in my hero.
Exactly, but you're not gonna. It's not all gonna make sense. You'll have it all. You'll be able to piece it together, but it won't make sense. Only the founding Titan can see it all. But the Founding Titan holders have always been peaceful. They've wanted to keep the separation. The problem is, Eren has it now, and he has hatred for the Titans. So that's where things get interesting, because he has hatred for these Titans, and he has 2 Titan powers. Well, the person that ate his mom was his dad's first wife.
Yeah, side note: the Titan power came from some woman having sex with the devil.
Rumored.
Side note. Because that's how they don't really say it. They say it vaguely. They kind of just explain it very shortly. A woman met the devil and made an agreement. Like, nah, bruh. She fucked him and then got the power from this devil semen and became a mutant titan. Because that's pretty much that's how they explain it. And through her, she gave like it's the way you explain it with all that power.
That's a good
pieces of her are each and every single piece. So whoever is that foundation is his only royal blood can control all of those, every last one.
But how did Eren get those?
That's where I was about to go.
Because he got injected.
They were getting into the point where they were about to pass it along to the next person. Mm-hmm. He was in the same ceremony. He turned into the Attack Titan because his dad's the Attack Titan. He turns into Attack Titan. He had more experience than her. So he eats her, taking the Founding Titan power. So at a certain point, he injected his son. His son became a Titan, Eren. And his son, Eren, ate his dad. So he got the Attack Titan power and the Founding Titan power. It wasn't going to activate. The second one wasn't going to activate until he got eaten again, which we see him get eaten. And then we're...
Yeah.
Fast forward to where we are now. So that's why Eren has those 2 powers. That's why they want him, is because he has a Founding Titan, because they want to feed him to somebody else so they get the Founding Titan powers. Because if you have a Titan power, you don't need anybody. When you die, because you're going to die, when you die, it's just going to appear randomly on somebody else.
Yeah.
So you have no control of who gets it.
So
who it goes to.
It just like...
So you're pretty much trying to capture it before it happens.
So Eren eats his dad?
Yes.
She'll see that.
And like on purpose?
Yes.
All you see is the key parts where they inject him.
You see his dad. Yeah, you see his dad inject him. I think so.
Third season when they show
So wait. Oh yeah. He shows him in the first season when his dad injects him. He says, "I'm sorry, you'll remember this later." Or some shit.
But they're gonna show more clips of him.
They'll show more of that.
But like, so on that scene, Eren eats his dad.
Yes.
How does his dad like come back to life?
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
Like he eats his dad and that's it.
He's dead. He's gone.
And that's how he gets the powers.
I thought he was still there, like. Because like in the first season, he's like, all right, yeah, like you can't join the scouts, and then he was like, you know what, you can go ahead and do that, and then he leaves. But I thought that
there's a time difference of when he leaves that one day and where he's like, oh, I'll show you what happened.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, they capture Eren again, and they try to create that ritual.
Yeah.
They have this whole.
It's like an it's a crystal cave.
He's all chained up and everything like that. And that's when you really start. At that point, then they like he explained about the family, how they were creating time. Then they really explained it. This is in the third season.
And the king, the legit king,
yeah,
who's a douchebag. He's like, oh, his father is a monster, and he did all this. Like he's trying to turn his daughter against Eren because Eren and her are friends. Krista is her name. They're friends.
Because she was with the group. She's been with the group the entire time. They pretty much have.
And he won't take the serum to become.
Because when they capture her, her girl's like, "Yo, protect her. Yeah. You can take her, but you need to keep her safe. Don't let her die." And yeah, okay.
And Eren figures out the only reason he was able to use that Founding Titan power is because he touched his dad's first wife, which was royal blood. He knows this. And when he figures that out, he's like, I can't let them do that to her. Because, like, he legit wants to protect the queen. You know, because she's a friend. He wants to keep her safe because she's suffered enough as it is. So he's like, I'm not going to say anything about that. So everyone thinks he can control Titans. He knows he can't. Only if he's around or touching a royal family member can he control Titans. So he legit wants to keep her safe so she can turn around this world that's been, it's very government controls it all. It's all about the government. You know what I mean?
They even say it too in Epic Park because they're they're like, you are going to be the change of all of this because she's nothing like.
She is a good person.
She's nothing like anything that they explain through her family's history, through the royal family that's in there right now, through all of it. She's totally different. So for me at that point, to me in the show, it was transforming into Aaron was getting into that protective role. Like, I have to keep her safe. I don't know about season 4 because I haven't watched it yet, but I know for me it felt
she
like
hasn't shown it in season 4
that
yet.
change felt like Aaron's going to protect her. That's where I thought they were going to go with it, like, until they figured it out. But I didn't like when her dad changed into a Titan. I felt like they turned him into this worm caterpillar figure.
He was so big that he was crawling on the floor. He had no muscles on his arms.
No,
and when he finally leans up, he's like rubbed all of this off.
Yeah.
So he's a failed attempt because the spinal fluid broke and he licked the floor like he's trying to get what he could to ingest it. You know, for you to become a Titan, I got to put the spinal fluid in you.
Yeah.
So he was like trying to eat it. So he became this big old mess. They kill him, whatever.
Which was pretty easy.
And she's the one that did the final blow. Yeah. And she told the leader, I have to do the final blow. That way people believe in me. And it played out perfectly. So what's the name? The leader of the scouts, the blonde dude. Erwin. Everybody loves Erwin. And there's a point in season 3 where he's going off to his death. He knows, because they're fighting the big gorilla Titan at this point.
Yeah, they are.
They're fighting him. They got cornered because they're trying to take back the city. They're trying to close the walls because Aaron can do the hardening, like the crystal that the chick did. He can do that, leave like a little shell of himself, and it's a crystal. They're like, you know what? We're going to seal the walls. Perfect plan. The big old gorilla thought about that. So he has the attack Titan, or the armor Titan, and the colossal Titan hidden in one of the walls. He's on the back, and he's standing there, and all lined up, just lined up across like that, are all advanced Titans, not moving. They're all like under his control, so you're like, oh, fuck. So here they are, is the people that we know are stuck in this little town, and guess who shows up? The armor Titan. So now they're fighting the armor Titan. Then there's a wall. There's all the other people that we've come, accustomed to.
A small group.
Small group. A big field, and then all these Titans. So this dude gets a rock, crushes the rock, and just fucking launches it and starts killing people. So Erwin knows he's about to die. He knows he's about to die. And Levi is right there, and he doesn't want him to die because he knows he's the type of person we need. Nope. He's like, we're going to go to our death. And he tells everybody, we're going to charge them, and we're going to die. Like, he's calling it. So here comes these people. They start running at him. He throws the rocks, and he's like, oh, it's these idiots. Why are they running at us? So he's doing that. He's focusing on these people that are coming at him. Aaron's fighting the armor Titan. They're trying to like capture him. And then all of a sudden, you see all these Titans falling. Cut to these Titans. Levi is using his vertical gear, and he's killing. He's murdering all these Titans. And before this plan played out, Reiner told him, do not fight Levi Ackerman. That's one human you don't want to fight, even if you're a Titan. He knows because he's seen him fight. So this big old gorilla, he kind of brushes it off. And as he sees these Titans falling, he shoots him with the vertical gear and just completely, it's like a saw going up this big old gorilla's arms.
Fast up his arm.
Chopping off his fingers, cutting his Achilles. He falls down like he lost. In that fight, he lost. And as soon as he cut the nape open and he starts coming out, he puts his blade right in his mouth. He's ready to fucking just kill him because he's just lost his best friend. He lost all these people. He's ready to kill him. Here comes another special Titan all on all fours, has a armored tank on their back, armor on their head, snacks him up. They take off. They go. They're trying to get the Armor Titan. Finally, the Colossal Titan's like, I've had enough. He turns into the Colossal Titan. He's going to blow up that little city. And they're like trying to fight him because the Armor Titan, he has no head.
No,
he's
done.
decapitated.
Pretty much done at that point.
So at that point, they're all trying to fight. And the little wet blanket.
He's still a web. He's really
smart.
He is first. I knew they were gonna make him smart because in the first episode he didn't do shit. He was wet, but I knew he was smart, and he shows it several times throughout the series, strategically throughout battles on even the girl. He figures out how to beat the girl. So I mean, he's still.
So he's ready to sacrifice himself. He shoots his vertical gear into the Colossal Titan's mouth because it actually sticks. There's no steam coming off of it. And as he's going, just blowing steam, he's burning up. And he doesn't care because in his mind, he came up with a plan to be the distraction because Eren fell down. When he looks down to see where Eren is, it's just a crystal shell there. Eren's no longer there. They were able to come up, cut him out of his Titan body. So there they have the Colossal Titan. Armin is dead or on death's door, completely burnt. Erwin survived being rocks thrown through him. They show up. So here we are with these two people and one vial of spinal fluid. You gotta make a decision.
And Levi is the one with the fucking vial. And they're looking like this. And they're like,
as soon as, we're gonna save.
Guess who helps him make the decision?
We're gonna save Arwen first. Then Erwin coughs. Oh, we need to save him. So as soon as they go from him, the friend, to the leader, Mikasa's ready to fight. Like instantly ready to fight Levi.
We're gonna save fucking this wet blanket here, and we're not gonna talk about it. So they bring fucking this wet blanket back so that he can become a Titan.
So, yeah, long story short, he made the hard decision. He let his best friend, he's like, he's been through enough, let him rest. They inject the kid. He becomes the Colossal Titan. He turns into a Titan. He eats Berthold and becomes a Colossal Titan. All this is happening. They finally get to the wall. They see the ocean. Everyone's happy except for Eren. And as he's there, you're seeing him going on, and you're seeing flashbacks with his dad at the same time. And his dad, before he ever met his mom, they say, him and the guy that are standing there, he says, protect Mikasa and protect Armin. And the other guy's like, the dad's like, I don't know who that is. So they told, he said it, but he has no idea why he said it.
Yeah.
So that you're like, what the fuck's going on? How is the dad saying stuff about the kids that he has no idea who they are? That ends. Eren's looking out into the ocean.
They're all looking to the ocean.
They're all having fun, except for Eren.
He's just standing there.
And he's sitting there staring. And at that point, he's like, the Titans aren't the enemy. Our enemies are out there. So you're like, oh, fuck. What's he going to do? That takes you to season 4.
Fade to black. Fade to black, and they leave you like that.
Season 4, there's only been 5 episodes, I think. This is the final season. There's a 4-year time skip. And everything you've seen in season 4 has been from Reiner's point of view. You've seen, why they went over there, how they were trained as kids, how they're chosen as kids, like who's going to be the next Titan, female Titan, all these stuff. They've been trying to get the founding Titan for a long time, because basically they're big dick swinging. We have these Titans. No one's gonna mess with us because they legit will destroy cities in wars.
They're trying to use them pretty much for military.
They're trying to use them for military purposes.
Pretty much experiments.
Yep.
You find out that this is a thriving civilization, like a industrial European colonized wise. they cut out the scene, they show him in cars, stuff like that, and they show him the scientists, you're like, holy fucking shit.
The people we've known are like so isolated.
Yeah. Well,
so this is going on. You're seeing Reiner's backstory, how he was trained, how he was picked, why things happened when Aaron's mom got killed. Like, you see all that stuff from their point of view. And then all of a sudden, he gets taken into this basement, and sitting right there in front of him with one leg, super long hair, has a little goatee, is Aaron. Has a patch over his eye. He's sitting there talking to him. And he's freaking out because how did Aaron get into this place? How did he cross the ocean to get where he's at? You know, it shouldn't make sense. So he's freaking out. Reiner's freaking out, talking to Aaron. And Aaron's like, I'm like you are. I came to your island. I live with your people. And I found out they're not all bad. But you're all going to have to die. Like, so here, you know, here we go seeing this kid wanting to kill Titans. Now he wants to kill these people. Because in these people's eyes, they've always been the enemy. In Aaron's eyes, these people are the enemy. That's the beauty of this anime, is that it's not good and evil. Like I told you, it's like Game of Thrones. There's a lot of gray. Like, so in Reiner's eyes, they were always the heroes. They don't see themselves doing anything wrong using these people as weapons or sacrificing. And in Aaron's eyes, he has no problem killing all these people. Like, he's about to change into a Titan and murder everybody in the city.
Yeah, he is.
He's about to do it.
I don't know. It's to me, like, even him telling the story, like, I just remember, like, because I nearly stopped on season 2, and I rewatched season 3 this week.
Season 2, I will say season 2 is very short.
Yeah,
compared to season 3.
Very quick. Season 3 was actually pretty fucking long. And this is. I mean, I had to take a break from hockey just to fucking watch it. I mean, I don't take a break from the volleyball game for nothing. We're going to nationals, but like the whole point of learning, there's so many different avenues. Like, okay, am I on Aaron's side? Am I on the government side?
Are the Titans all evil?
Are the Titans all evil?
Or are they just a product?
Everybody has a plot. Wait, who else are there Titans? Are there more? Or am I gonna find someone else making mutated Titans out of this group or something like that? And the other civilization threw me off because I wholly nearly thought in the beginning of this anime that was all the people there was. That's all the civilization. That's all they're going off of. I did not see Aaron turn into a Titan. I did not see more people being in their group that were Titans. I did not see the Titans having a consciousness at all playing in a part. And the manipulation, like you said, it's like Game of Thrones. The manipulation, the lies, the betrayal.
Because these kids, the city is called Marleya. They're Marleyans. The devils are the Eldians. They hate them all.
Devil's offspring.
So, like, they legit, season 4 starts in like a warp scene. And at one point you see a plane flying, the doors open, and these humans are thrown out. They're like bombs, like you would see in an old war movie. They're dropped, boom, they're all falling. The big gorilla Titan is standing there as a human. He's like inside the plane. He yells, and as he yells, they all change into Titans. So these humans change into Titans. They all fall on the ground, not even gracefully. They fall flat, get up, and just start destroying the city. They're being used as weapons. That's all they're using them for.
Because I don't know what the Beast Titan program is, but for him to be that brilliant, I know he's part of this other civilization, and I know he's still the fuck over there right now. But I don't know how they're going to explain everything that he fucking does.
Right.
But you can already tell, like,
there's something special about him.
Yeah, there's something special about him.
Well, the thing that's special about him is that he has royal bloodline.
Yeah.
His mom was from royalty. He has that royal bloodline.
Well,
so the difference between him and his brother Aaron wasn't indoctrinated to be like, oh, these people are the devil. He wasn't controlled. You know, he didn't see things like his brother did. So his brother wants to destroy
where Aaron lives.
Correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. And Aaron wants to destroy where the ape. Lives.
Now he wants. Spoilers for both of you. I don't know how we get to this point. I'll say that. But at this point where I'm at right now, because I wanted to see how it got to this point, Aaron is the villain. And all the Eldians, like Mikasa, Armin, all of them, Corey, or I can't remember his name, but all the people that are still alive that he went to class with.
Yeah, core group.
They're all partnered or friends or fighting alongside all of the Marleyans. So these two groups that hated each other, they're all together now, and they're fighting Aaron. Because Aaron got the power of another Titan that you haven't seen yet. They call him the Warhammer Titan. This dude has the armor completely around him, and he can make weapons. Okay, so that's like, where did he come from? And he's been a part of one family, and it's passed along. So here is Aaron, who is not peaceful, who's declaring war on the world. And because he has a founding Titan, he has the Attack Titan, he has the Warhammer Titan, he has 3 Titan powers. He is bigger than anything right now. He's so big that he's like crawling. He's like nothing but a big rib cage. And at the very tip of the body, you see kind of like 2 tendons that come out, and it's holding up his arms. And he has like long hair, looks nothing like the Attack Titan. He is so powered right now, overpowered. Well, his plan is to wake up all the Titans in the walls. So these are all Colossal Titans. They wake up and they start marching toward everybody. His plan is to wipe out the planet, like completely kill people. He's so mad. My theory, and the theory that's going around the internet, is that he's purposely making everyone hate him so they don't see the Eldians as the devils. He wants them to see the Eldians as just another race.
Because they're going to help him.
They're going to
help kill
each other.
Him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So,
but what also makes sense is if he does just kill everybody, and then he's like, boom, and then makes all the Titans kill each other, and then he kills the last one.
But even at that, he has the founding Titan power. He can kill all these people. Let's play devil's advocate. He kills all these people, all the survivors. He makes them forget. All they'll remember is whatever he makes them remember, because he has that power right now. So, is he going to?
But the gorilla is still alive, though, isn't he?
No, I don't know.
He escaped. You don't know.
No. He's asking me, like, in the current point, I don't know if he's dead. I can't say, because they're trying to kill Aaron right now. They're fighting on his body, and his abilities allow him to summon any Titan, previous Titan. So you're seeing multiple Warhammer Titans. You're seeing multiple Armor Titans. You're seeing multiple Colossal Titans. Like, I don't know. And in all those Titans that are fighting his friends is the big gorilla one. So I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's just controlling them. That I don't know. I haven't read the middle part.
Okay.
Because come to find out, the first Titan, she's in Aaron's mind. And she's not interfering. Because she could easily control Aaron. She's not interfering. She's letting him do his own thing. So that's where I'm wondering. I won't find out till the season's over. But is he going to be the villain? Are they going to save him? Like, what's going on? Because come to find out, the Attack Titan's special ability, he can see into the future. So when his dad killed all those people and ate the founding Titan, Aaron told him to do that. So future Aaron told him to do that, kill all these people, so Aaron could get that power. Like, that's where, there's so much more that we haven't seen yet. But the founding, or the Attack Titan, can look into future memories of anyone who has a Attack Titan. Yeah. I haven't seen that stuff. I've read it.
Yeah,
so
I haven't got to 4.
That's cool. So, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna finish it through and then see how it goes.
Watch it, bro. It's good. I just want to tell you something too.
Haiku isn't good.
My name is Shoyo Hinata. And I'm gonna kick your ass.